Hello and good morning. I'm Laura, and along with my colleague, we are honored to be here today to show you Stratyfy's unique predictive analytics solution for credit risk evaluation in the lending space. We'll show you how we leverage our proprietary technology to bring AI together with IQ to help lenders say yes to more borrowers.
Being a lender today is hard. Traditional methods to measure the new consumer just do not work. When the average FICO score for millennials is 617, with 43% of them scoring below 600. 10 million immigrants who moved to this country over the past decade that would have been prime but don't have the credit history. And 53 million Americans don't have a credit score at all. And yet, 90% of lending decisions are based on FICO alone. Lenders miss on this huge opportunity, while millions of borrowers are left outside of the financial system altogether, and with only predatory options left for them that will further degrade their credit risk profile.
Now, lenders want to service these borrowers, but they lack the right tools to navigate these challenging market conditions. Rule engines and static scorecards are rigid and leaves huge gaps in accuracy. Why should a system that was developed 40 years ago still work for lending when the market has changed so much? Many people believe AI will ride in like a knight in shining armor on a white horse, but in many ways it actually introduces new problems and concerns. The black box nature of many AI-based solutions leave lenders without answers should the regulators come knocking on their door. And any AI system is only as good as the data you trained on it. So should you have biases in your past data or performance, you're only going to use that AI to propagate these biases forward. Using these tools to evaluate credit risk is like eating soup with a fork. You get the big chunks, but you miss out on all the great stuff in between.
So what you need is a solution that leverages the insights of AI while still keeping you in control of the decision-making. Today, we'd like to introduce you to a solution that allows you to take transparency of the rule engine and power it with the insights and agility of AI. Let's see how it works.
Great. In this demo, we'll walk you through how our customers build, perfect, and deploy the most accurate and fully flexible models for credit risk evaluation and decisioning. This demo is based on actual results from a random sampling of Lending Club loans. Let's begin with a lender's existing scorecard as expressed by a set of credit rules and calibrate our engine. Immediately, you may notice something different about this scorecard versus others you've seen in the past. The confidence column is where our engine's flexibility starts to improve the model's accuracy. Unlike a traditional rigid rule engine with sharp cutoffs that leave large populations of borrowers that Michael mentioned before out in the cold, Stratyfy calibrated rules are flexible and dynamic. No single rule determines the outcome. Now, this is a great start, but what about the additional insights that may be trapped in your data? To find these insights, we use our proprietary technology to automatically mine rules from a customer's data set. Now let's check out those results.
So the rule mining might seem like a traditional AI approach. We take data, we train a model, and we have a classifier. Unlike a traditional approach, what we have here is a fully human-readable, editable set of credit rules that you can edit and amend and so on. This is to make sure that every credit decision that you make is confident and right.
You can manually change the confidence level of any given rule, as Michael's showing here, based on your expertise, or you can automatically calibrate the rules to any historical data set in just one click. Now you have a model that loops in both your expertise and the insights in your data, but does it help you meet your business objectives?
So to make sure that it does, we have developed the tune page. This is where your business strategy really meets modeling. This is where you can fully analyze and make sure that your business goals are actually represented in the model that you've built. So in this case, let's say that we would like to deploy additional capital. We would like to increase our originations by roughly 11%. In this situation, Stratyfy automatically finds the right combination of confidence levels and threshold to satisfy the goals of the customer. And you can immediately see the impact that it has on the existing portfolio. So in this case, for example, we have managed to increase originations by over 500,000 on this small subset of loans, while actually decreasing defaults by 0.3%. That means that our lost opportunity in this small portfolio is down by $500,000.
The lender can save, comment, and start deploying this model immediately. Now that we have built and perfected our credit risk model, let's put it into their execution portal and see how it works. Our latest model is already loaded in this portal, and now Michael is going to bring in a new set of borrowers to evaluate against this model. Now let's take a look at a subset of these records. We're going to look at borrowers that have a mortgage, have a relatively low DTI, and also were evaluated by Stratyfy's engine as a weak no.
Now, when we say a weak no, this is not simply 10% below the threshold that we've set. A weak no, because we understand fully all the decision drivers, is simply we find a set of customers that with the smallest change are able to move from the no to the yes.
Now let's see how this works for an actual applicant. The decision for applicant 4030 was unfortunately a no. If we pull this applicant in and take a deeper look at this borrower, we immediately see the rules that were the most and least impactful in that decision. And if we click on what can I do, you will immediately be shown what you can do to say yes to that borrower.
So in the last 5 minutes, we have built, perfected, and deployed an AI-enabled, fully transparent credit risk model without writing a single line of code, without a team of data scientists. This is how our lenders write more loans safely.